Hello, I'm Andrea Castillo-Lano, PhD candidate from the University of Zaragoza, researching on payment services. And today we are here to introduce the Payment Service Directive 2, a commentary edited by Gabriela Gimigliano and Marta Bozzinaveros, published by Edward Elgar in December 2021. Congratulations to both of you for this much-awaited book, and let's talk a bit about it. Gabriela, what led you to edit a PSD2 commentary?
Well, I've been studying for a long the European legal framework for payment services, and I found there was a gap in the literature. This gap was about a comprehensive investigation of the main pillar of the internal market for payments, and this pillar is the Payment Service Directive. First, the one published in 2007, and especially the one published in 2015. So it was important to give the readers a tool.
Marta, for whom have you created this book and what makes it so relevant?
When Gabriela and I proposed the idea of a PSD2 commentary to Elgar, we believe that this book will make an important contribution to the field of EU payments, as Gabriela just mentioned. And we initially envisaged legal scholars and practitioners being interested in the book. However, when the idea developed and the concept of the book developed, we opted for a novel analytical framework, which allowed us to broaden the scope of our commentary and provide not only a normative examination of the directive, but also to address some critical interlinkages between the PSD2 and other EU legislative instruments in the financial sector. So this has allowed us to go beyond a typical article-by-article examination that would likely appeal only to lawyers. And in turn, this has widened the appeal of the book to researchers and practitioners from the financial sector overall, for instance, those operating in banking or in fintech, or for anyone really who deals with or has an interest in payment instruments and services. And I believe that this distinguishes our book from the other scholarship on EU payments.
It is indeed a really ambitious work because it's not only a traditional commentary, but it also covers the transposition of the PSD2 in several EU member states. Why did you choose this structure?
We decided to match the analysis of the directive with the analysis of the transposition process in some member states, at least, because despite the PSD2 is a full harmonization directive, the member states and the national policymaker enjoy some degree of leeway in the transposition process. So it was important for any scholar or any official to be aware of the differences in the legal system. It is worth noting also that the part 2 of the commentary comprises the United Kingdom. So the transposition process in the United Kingdom, because it was carried out before Brexit.
You have gathered an excellent list of contributors, including yourselves. All of you are recognized experts on payment services, but you can always learn something new. What have you discovered?
I found out that the European lawmakers took many steps forward in the harmonization process, in the construction of internal market for payments. But there are two missing points. The first one is the private enforcement of the law for payment services contract. And the second one is about monetary obligation. Indeed, monetary obligation, the framework for monetary obligation is closely linked to the provision of payment services, but it is only indirectly harmonized at the EU level. And these are two areas in which we should work on in the future.
For me, it was interesting to see how EU regulation managed to keep up with financial innovation and technological advancements in the field of payments with the PSD2 in a more holistic manner. So meaning that the directive is not only product oriented in the sense that the EU is encouraging competition, the entry of new market incumbents and so on, but it is also consumer-oriented in the sense that the EU is working really hard to boost consumer confidence and consumer safety, along with market and technological progress. So this was interesting to discover.
The PSD2 review is in progress right now. So the European Banking Authority report is expected around June 2022. How do you see the near future of European payments legal framework? Can we expect a PSD3 soon? And if so, I hope you can make a commentary too.
So I anticipate that more legislative fine-tuning will be required in relation to the open banking ecosystem, because open banking has really increased the complexity of bank business models, raising issues such as how to ensure the level playing field, not only between banks and new payment actors, but also between banks themselves, because banks in Europe differ greatly in terms of operational capacities to fully implement the directive and also to reap its benefits. And I believe that open banking will also prompt regulators to pay closer attention to bank business models, but also to consumer protection. And that these are probably issues that the legislator will address in the future as part of the Payment Services Directive revision. And while it is always ungrateful to speculate how this regulatory changes and revisions will play out, I believe that the PSD3 will only be on the table, so to say, after the Commission has adopted the key instruments of its digital finance strategy, as well as the open finance framework. And as for your last comment, Andrea, in any case, I would consider commenting on these new developments on a prospective PSD3, but only, I have to say, in collaboration with my knowledgeable co-editor, Gabriela, and only if we can rely on a group of enthusiastic contributors as those that supported us in this commentary.
I fully agree with Marta about the future and revision of PSD2. I thank for her nice comment. It was a great challenge. I could do only with her support. About the PSD3, maybe we should try to track the future of the regulation proposal market for crypto assets, which is closely linked to a revision of PSD2, maybe, but we'll see the future ahead. Thank you for this interview, Andrea.
Thank you. It has been a very interesting short discussion. And for those of you who are interested, the book launch is going to be held online on the 18th of March. And you can check out the Edward Elgar blog and LinkedIn for details.